What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. We got ourselves a package. I'm super excited for it. Obviously, the gathering was last week. I didn't end up going. I think I announced that to everybody. But obviously, I didn't go. It kind of came down to a choice between going to the gathering or going to Lights Out 5. I did opt to go ahead and go to Lights Out 5 versus the gathering. But I had to reach out because there was some shit that they had for sale that I had to have. Initially, the plan was to have the homie Deck One Dealt, the homie Keezy from Deck One Dealt, scoop me up a copy of Pug Ugly. I knew and pretty much was anticipating that it was going to be available for everybody because Wicked Vic was. But I wanted to get one quick, you know what I mean? And Keezy lives really close to where the gathering was. My thought was have him scoop it up, send it to me like the next day, and I'd have that copy. But as I got to looking at merch picks, they had some sweet ass merch, and I'm like, so I called on the homie Scotty D because I know he's usually there like super mad early, and I didn't want anything to sell out of my size. So I shot him some money. He scooped me up some dope fucking merchandise, and it's here. He sent it out Tuesday. It got here pretty quick, which is awesome. Scotty, if you are watching, once again, thank you so fucking much for doing that for me. I always appreciate it. He's done it for me a couple times now. And you have to teach me your tricks, man, because knowing what's in here, this box, you have got to be like a magician. You got these items into this. Now I'm gonna open it, and people's gonna be like, "Oh, that wasn't so bad." I can see how he got it in there, but it was on my porch, and I was like, "How the fuck did he fit those into that?" I don't know. I was really amazed. Unless he used some like vacuum seal bags of some kind to get it down to size. Oh, I see plastic, so it seems to me like it's just in the original packaging. So I don't know. Let's take a look-see-poo though. But I'm excited because. And a big reason why I wanted to make this video is because the most recent like package video that I have is talking about bootlegs, and I had said in that video that if Psychopathic Records sold the jerseys that I wanted, I would have bought them from them. Well, surprise, surprise, the jerseys, some of the jerseys that I bought off of AliExpress was available at the gathering, and how dope that it's right on the very tip top. Looks like we got some extra goodies too. The big Money Hustlers extravaganza. I peeked in at this at Whoopstock at the 2018 gathering. I didn't stay very long because I wanted to go see Clownvis. They had the autograph tent and the seminar tent right next to each other at that gathering. But I wanted to see Clownvis. That was when he was still new to the scene, and I chose to see Clownvis over that. But I at least popped in. So if you haven't seen my gathering vlogs, I'll link in the description. You can go back and watch, at least for Whoopstock, probably just for the rest of them as well. Because I've been to 3. I've been to Super Gathering, Whoopstock, and Gathering 17. But let's pull. Oh, so fucking excited for this. Dude, thank you so much, Scotty, for this. The very first one, I'm just going to kind of pull it out and show you real quick. I'm probably not going to open this one and show it. But this is an amazing Jekyll Brothers jersey. And you can see there, Psychopathic Vault. So if you watched my video about the bootleg or official, I forget how I titled it. It's like bootleg or not, something like that. But this was another jersey that they had available on AliExpress. I ended up not getting this because I really wanted a Riddlebox jersey and I really wanted Ringmaster. Looking at my hats back behind me, I've got Jekyll Brother hats, I've got a Ringmaster hat, and I got a Riddlebox hat. But I have like so much amazing Jekyll Brothers merch, t-shirt wise, basketball jersey wise, that I just kind of passed on it and went with the Riddlebox and the Ringmaster because I didn't want to spend too much, so I only got the 2 jerseys from AliExpress. But then the more that I thought about it, and then that seller got shut down by Psychopathic, I was like, fuck, I should have grabbed the Jekyll Brothers. So when I saw this was at the gathering, I was like, I want it. So that was the plan. Originally, the plan was to get a couple baseball jerseys for Megs. but they didn't have a size that was going to fit her comfortably. So, you know, I'd already sent the money to Scotty. I was like, all right, just grab me. I said, grab me the Jekyll Brothers, and I think the Wraith, but that was going to be, I'd had to send him more money, and he was, you know, he was there at that moment. I didn't want him holding up the line, and I didn't want to inconvenience him any more than I hopefully wasn't. You know, my big thing with having people scoop shit up from the gathering for me is to be the least amount of an inconvenience as I can, because, you know, it's a huge favor to even ask for them to grab shit. So I just was like, grab me the Jekyll Brothers, and we'll call that good. So that is the first one I got. Obviously, again, like I said, Pug Ugly was the big one. Then bumping the holy shit out of this. I'm excited. I'm probably going to film a review right after I finish this unboxing, because I've been bumping it. I've seen a few people say they didn't care for it. I've seen a lot of people say they fucking love it, and we do have confirmation now that it was produced. The first 5 tracks, at least, by Mike E. Clark. And I'm going to assume that 80s Rock Ballad is from Mike P. And obviously the Queen's remix is from Mike P. as well. So they don't have the production notes in here, but we do have confirmation on that now. I would like to see if they still release the Seeds of Yum Yum album that has all 3 together. I hope that they will have the production notes in there for Pug. Just kind of as that confirmation. If you haven't watched my video about the albums, psychopathic albums that don't have production notes, like I had stated in there that, like, it's not like a huge big deal, but I kind of like having them in the actual CD. Obviously, we can always find out from other sources, and this is the age of information where you can go on the internet and get the information you want, but still having it in a CD would still be really cool. And the big one right here, that I said it in that video about bootleg jerseys and merchandise, that football jerseys are my thing. Hockey jerseys, not so much. But I seen this hanging up, and I was like, I don't even care that it's a hockey jersey. I have to have that. And the big reason that I have to have it, and you can't see it right now because it's up, but I had to have the Walking Home jersey that they had. I was not going to miss out on this. You know, the backpack's out now. It comes with a hat. Who knows what other kind of merchandise is going to come out with the other days. You know, I think Tuesday is still planned to come out soon. So I don't know what they're really planning with that, but I feel like they're planning some major shit with this album. Because obviously Jay's goal is to kind of compete with Wizard of the Hood. And that's a hell of a competition right there. And I think merch for this album is going to be one of their ways of doing this. So I seen the jersey. I was like, I gotta have it. That was one of the first things that I wanted, and that's why I hit up Scotty B to be like, yo, can I get that? Can you get that for me? Oh man, this just seems like this is gonna be so fucking. This is gonna be comfy. I don't know how I'll feel about the sleeves. We'll see how that goes. But there's it actually out of the packaging. You can see. You flip it over, it just says "Walking Home," which is so fucking cool. This jersey is gonna be dope to wear around. Like, I had this thought of like wearing the jersey and wearing the backpack and putting the hat on and just like rocking Walking Home merchandise, man. But yeah, had to have it. I have you guys here. Let's just go ahead and pull out the Jekyll Brothers one. I don't have my Riddlebox and Ringmaster with me to do like a comparison, but like I said in the video about those bootlegs, they look really good. They look really legit. And my understanding I've seen online, because I made a post in the Juggalo Jersey Collective group, just kind of joking about, oh, well, these jerseys look familiar. Like I said, like the quality, I had seen people saying in there that Psychopathic bought the jerseys from that seller and then you resold them at the gathering. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, it's good quality. And I feel like I should have brought my other jerseys to do like a comparison video, but I've already worn my Ringmaster. I wore it last weekend. Super comfy. This is like super soft. I don't know how some of the other jerseys are in the past. I do actually have another Jekyll Brothers jersey from way back in the day. I bought it in like 2007. The material for it isn't that great. It's like that jersey material, you know what I mean, with like all the little holes and you can see through it. That wasn't a very comfy jersey, and that was like my first and only one for the longest time. And I think that jersey is what turned me off from getting other jerseys for so many years. And it was Buckshot releasing the ones with his albums last year that I was like, yeah, let's try doing this jersey thing again. So yeah, that's what I got. Jekyll Brothers, just 2 jerseys. So like I said, people might be like, yo, that I can see why that fit in a small box. But I seen it on my porch and I was like, man, there are 2 jerseys in there in the CD. How the hell did Scotty D get those snug in there, man? He's a fucking magician. So once again, huge shout out to Scotty D. Thank you so much for grabbing those for me, as well as my copy of Pug Ugly review coming very, very soon. Like I said, I bumped the living shit out of this. I fucking love it. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.